my encoder kept on stopping. So let's see. Get this over to Facebook. As you're coming in, even if you're watching the replay, make sure you introduce yourself. I see there's 3 people in here. So I just did a Windows update and all of a sudden I could not connect. So I thought I'd just jump on my phone really, really quick, y'all. So as you come in, just let me know who you are, where you're from, if you're part of my Pink Boss Club, my YouTube's masterclass, any of that. Meanwhile, if you can share this in any of the groups that we're in together. Looks like there's 5 people. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to start your YouTube channel. How to start your YouTube channel. My name is Socially Nina. If you've already subscribed to me and you're already a subscriber, you've seen that I've been posting a lot of videos over the years. If you're new, welcome. I definitely want to see who you are, who's in the room. Give me 1 second so I can get everything straight because I did not plan on doing this on my phone. So give me 1 second. There we go. I'm going to mute it here. I see Kiana. Hey, Kiana. I see J Spot. So from Florida. So you guys, as you're coming in, let me know who you are. Again, I'm sorry. I did not plan on doing this on my phone. The whole point was I had everything set up on my desktop. And after I did that update, it was like, no, ma'am, you can't do that. Okay, good. I see them coming in. Tracy's in Atlanta. Okay, so you guys are going to see, this is my studio, so you're going to see, because I'm not going to be able to sit steady, you're going to see like my setup a little bit, unfortunately, but we're going to keep it moving. One of the things that you'll learn from me is that sometimes things are not going to be perfect and you're still going to have to just keep it moving, and that's what we're doing today. I promise that we're going to do a live stream and we're going to do it. Okay, as you're coming in, let me know who you are, how you know me, how you found this, what your business is. If you don't have a business, that's okay too. So while you're doing that, my name is Socially Nina Thomas. What that means is a lot of people know me from Socially Nina. If you Google online, a lot of my videos are under Socially Nina. My Pink Boss Club, my Facebook group is under Socially Nina. But really, my full name is Nina Thomas. Kiana said I'm on her big TV. Live and in your face, right? From my little phone, right? But anyways, I am a digital marketing consultant. I've been doing digital marketing for technically like the whole, like I have a business thing has been 5 years, but before that I was doing t-shirts and marketing and Yelp marketing and websites and anything in marketing or anything in like graphic design I was doing. So like everyone else, I have a story there. Also, I've been in IT over 20 years. So all of that technical stuff comes with me. Most of the time it's been either training or project management. But let's get to the good stuff. So how do you create or how do you start a YouTube channel? One thing I'm gonna let you guys know that I will be going live every day for the next 7 days talking about how to start a YouTube channel, because I technically can't do that in one live stream, right? And real quick, can you all hear me okay? I want to make sure I'm not covering the microphone on this. But basically, there's a lot of different steps to create or start your YouTube channel. And what I'm going to do is I'll be sending out a checklist at the end of this. You just need to go to themonthlychecklist.com. And next week, at the end of this, I'll send out a checklist of everything you need to do to start. So, of course, take notes, but know that I'm going to send you what you need so you can actually start your YouTube channel. Before we jump in, the other thing I want to talk about is the myths. So we're going to talk about the myths of your YouTube channel, the different ways to start a YouTube channel, and kind of where do you really kind of jump in, because I know a lot of people have been starting for a long time. They've been starting for a year, or they've been starting for some years. Okay, good. Thank you. So sounds like at least a couple people can hear me. Yeah. Okay, good. So let's talk about the myths. You do not have to be a beauty blogger. You do not have to be a 24/7 YouTuber. You don't have to let YouTube run your life. You do not have to be on screen. You should be, but you don't have to be on screen for you to have a successful YouTube channel. there's different levels. I have a workshop coming up called YouTube Side Hustle. I call it the side hustle because I am a digital marketer. I am a digital marketing consultant. I have clients, I have businesses, I have a lot of things that I need to do, but I love YouTube. YouTube brings me in money, it brings me in leads, it keeps me consistently in people's face, right? So it's my side hustle. YouTube isn't my life. I am not a full-time YouTuber. YouTube is my side hustle. So let's get rid of the one fear that you have to let it take over your life and you have to be a full-time YouTuber. Second thing I want to get out of the way with myths is that you have to have fancy equipment. So I told y'all today I had everything set up on my computer. I tested the lighting. I have my laptop here. I have my blue light, all that kind of stuff. I did a Windows update and now my encoder is not connecting. And what did I do? I grabbed my phone. I'm literally holding my phone in my hand right now. The lighting is on the wrong side because you could see it in my glasses, right? But I'm still going and I'm on YouTube now. And the thing is, if I have natural light, a phone, and I'm outside, I can start a YouTube channel. So that's myth number 2. You don't actually need specific equipment. You need some things, but it doesn't have to be the fancy, expensive equipment. Myth number 3, okay? And it's kind of a myth, more of a, I'm so tired of hearing it as an excuse, is I don't want to get in front of the camera. I need to lose some weight. Let me tell you guys, right now, I went and got my hair done today and then it was hot. I love my cut. It was hot, so I just put my hair up, right? My skin is not doing the best right now. My makeup from running around all day is not the best right now. But at the same time, one thing you have to realize, and I actually talked to my hairstylist while we're doing this, is that people want whatever it is they came to you for. So if they want their hair done, they're not worried about, you have a zit on your face or things like that. If they want information on how to start a YouTube channel, you guys aren't worried about some of those extra items. Give people what they want because it's really not about you. It's about what value you can provide them. So if you can provide value, all of that other stuff is null and void. And a lot of times we're so focused on ourselves that we don't realize that what we're doing is for other people. Okay? So that's our third myth. One other thing that I wanted to make sure people knew is that although you want to be consistent, you don't have to spend all of your time on YouTube. So with that said, let's talk about it. So everybody put in, I'm just going to look at the comments over here. Yes. So they kind of put on what they're doing. Let me tell you guys a little bit about how to figure out how to start. And it's more of where to start. Hey, Kevin. So start with what you know. Now, it could be related to your business if you have a business. It could just be something you're passionate about. So I started my Social Nina because I had a group. At that time it was called Business Masterminds. Now it's called Pink Boss Club. I had a group of people who were asking me questions. The easiest way for me to answer questions is for me to create a video, right? I'm doing technology. I'm helping people learn how to use Canva and all of that kind of stuff. So think about things that people ask you all the time. Think about things that come easy to you that's not easy to other people. And I'm not talking about everything like cooking. Cooking is fine, but cooking for one, cooking keto recipes, cooking, whatever it is, a lifestyle thing. Think about things that come easy to you or that you're not going to get tired of doing. And start there. And I say start there because what's going to happen is that's going to evolve. My YouTube channel started with me answering questions. Then it turned it into me training and actually doing master classes on those. And then actually doing what people are searching for. So without second guessing yourself, tell me a couple of things that people either ask you about a lot or something that you're passionate about. And remember, it doesn't have to be related to your business. If you do have a business, it helps. But it does not have to be related to your business in order to be a YouTube channel. So again, in the comments, let me know something you're passionate about or something that people ask you about. If you have a business, think about your clients. So even though I'm teaching people how to use YouTube, maybe one of the steps is that they need to set up a Google account. That's a video right there, right? If I'm teaching people, so for instance, I was teaching people social media and they wanted to know how to do graphics. Right? So that's a video right there. So let me know. So Kevin says cooking and meal prep. That's a good one. So Kevin, since you answered first and I know you and we've met in person, you've taken my classes, I'm going to ask you something. How can you go deeper than cooking and meal prep? Is it cooking and meal prep for a family? Is it quick cooking and meal prep? Is it Southern cooking and meal prep? Any of that kind of things? Let me know something specific. You also listed shoes. So is it what type of shoes to wear at certain events, how to match them, things like that? Now, those are topics I really suggest you take some time, go to a corner, get some tea, and kind of like brainstorm out some things that just come easy to you. Kiana says, should we start a new channel if it's totally unrelated? So if you already have a channel, Kiana, let me know how many followers you have. Because I know I've been on your channel, I think. And I'm going to tell you this. So I'm going to give you a broad answer, but I want to know what you have. So if you are not consistently making content on one channel, you don't consider it successful, meaning you, not me, but you don't consider it successful yet, do not start another channel. So I'm going to tell you, for instance, my channel, my goal is to get to my 10,000. And despite what people think, there's a lot of YouTubers that are 10, 15,000 that are making a lot of money. And I didn't realize that when I'm trying to make this 100,000 followers and things like that. Some niches just don't get that high, but I kept on wanting to do hair stuff because people were asking me about hair or makeup stuff or vlogs. The thing is, I've tried a little bit and you can try that, but what you want to do is stick to one topic on one channel and you want to do it well. If you're going to be stretched thin and you can't create consistent content on your first channel, do not start a second channel, right? Find one theme. We were talking about actually picking a topic for your channel, whether it's digital marketing, whether it's shoes, health, all of that kind of stuff. What you want to do is focus on that thing and really get it to where you need to be. Okay, so you said you have, so we're going to say about 50 followers. So what I'm saying now, let's take her channel, for example. I'm assuming it's something about business, right? So if you have a business channel and you have to make videos for that, and then you have a separate channel and you have to make videos for that, that's twice as much work. And you're still figuring out at 50 followers or subscribers, you're still figuring out what you want to do. You're still figuring out how to use the equipment. You're still figuring out how to cut and edit, things like that. So my first thing is, even though we're talking about starting a channel, work with your one channel. Like I wanted to start a new channel so many times. I stuck to this. And now at 8,000, when I know that my channel is bringing in a lot of views, I know that I've just hit a little over 1 million. It's bringing in leads. It's consistent. People are still watching it. Now I feel comfortable starting a new channel on my own schedule. Okay. So moving on from there, we were talking about Kevin and meal prep and things like that and going down. The first tip from me to you is when you're starting a YouTube channel, niche down. You don't have to be stuck with that. You can always try new things. So for instance, I started with, I think I said business coaching or something like that. And as I did a lot of videos, so a lot of videos based on what my audience asked, I noticed that my audience wanted to know about Facebook and Instagram and Canva. So it turned into a channel that was a social media channel. That social media channel evolved to a digital marketing channel. So you want to just start. You pick something, one niche, start it, and then see what your audience says. See how your audience gives you feedback, right? See what they like, what they don't like. Everything is analytics, analytics, analytics. You'll hear me say that. So that's number one as you're starting. The second part is that you want to actually come up with topics before you start. And if one thing that I talk about in my YouTube side hustle is that you also want to record your videos before you start. Because what happens is sometimes you record one and then life happens. Or you record a couple and you get stuck or you do something else. So what I do, or what I would suggest, is come up with your topics. So you start with that one topic. Let's take Kevin. He was talking about meal prep and he was talking about cooking. So you talk about cooking and meal prep and break that into sections. In our YouTube masterclass, I go through topic mapping. And what you're going to want to do is think about everything related to cooking and meal prep. So whether it's how to pick your knives, what kind of Tupperware, what type of food. Kevin calories. Just do a brainstorm of everything related to meal prep. After you do that, you're going to look at the internet. We're going to start with Google. You know why? Everything is searchable, and YouTube is like Google's daughter, right? So what you want to do is look on Google and see what people are searching for. You want to look at what they're searching for today. So if you do meal prep, just type in meal prep and then wait, see what the auto text is. Pick one, go to the bottom of Google, and it'll say that people are also searching for these topics. Look at those topics, then go on YouTube and search them. That's going to give you ideas of what people are searching for, what people are talking about. Again, keep a notebook. I always keep a notebook, right? With my ideas, brainstorming, but you want to spend some time before you start just brainstorming. One, you start with your topic, then go, first we started with our theme of our channel, then we go into our topics and brainstorm that. Do a little research, see what people are searching for, right? See if you can answer those questions. And one myth is that you have to be an expert. You're going to know a little more about something than someone else. So for instance, with meal prep, maybe the way you cut is a specific type that helps you do it quicker. Now, it may not be a professional type, but teaching people on a video how to cut vegetables, right? How many of you guys have seen that video on how to, from BuzzFeed, on how to, how to peel your fruit? Has anybody seen that where it tells you different ways to peel fruit and vegetables and things like that? It's one thing that you didn't know, but it's amazing and it saves people time. So you're breaking those down into little topics to help people actually figure out how you can help them. Okay, so let me know one thing, everybody in the comments, let me know one thing that you can teach someone that will either save them time, save them money, or entertain them, or even make money. So let me know one thing that you could teach people. Just something small. It doesn't have to be a big thing. One thing that you can teach people. One question that you can answer. Okay, go ahead and put that in the comments. And while you're doing that, I want to talk to you about, we talked about finding a theme, we talked about talking about our topics, and then we talked about doing research. Now, these steps should be pretty quick because we don't want to let it paralyze us before we actually start, okay? So let me see in the comments, and it looks like this one's going a little bit faster, you guys. For those of you coming in, let me know who you are. I was planning on doing this from my desktop, but it did not work properly, so we kept it moving. I am right on my phone holding it, which proves that you don't need fancy equipment to do what you need to do and get things done. If you're just joining, let me know who you are. If you're watching the replay, let me know who you are. Okay? So let me know one thing that you can teach someone or one question that you can answer. Let me know, what is it, something that people ask you all of the time that you can actually just teach them real quick. Okay? So again, as you're starting there, your research is going to be going to Google, going to YouTube, looking at what other people are doing. Keep that in the notebook, keep your topics. One tool that I love, and if somebody can type this in, sociallynina.com/TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy, sociallynina.com/TubeBuddy allows you to go in, search for topics, and it tells you if people are searching for them. It tells you related terms on the right-hand side. And it's a really good, it's an excellent key term that people are searching for. It's kind of good. It's very good. All of those kind of things. Okay. So that's sociallynina.com/TubeBuddy. Okay. So after you kind of brainstorm, you start looking at those tags and descriptions and kind of seeing what people are searching for. So I'm going to go back and see what you guys are looking at. Let me know what people ask you. As far as just, it could be business, it could be how to do somebody's hair, it could be anything. So Kiana says how to start a biz with chronic pain so you don't get overwhelmed. So that's one thing. Kevin says how to marinate your meat. That's a good one. Like different types, how long, like those are, think about all the questions that come up there, right? Natalie says how to clean my stove and oven. So good. And think about that, Natalie. What you can do is you can even go into how to clean my stove with vegan products or natural products, or when you have kids in the house or pets. Those are all important. And let me see if I can scroll back up here. Who else? After Natalie, I think it says Kenyatta. It says, I teach crafting t-shirts, t-shirt making, wine glass design, some crafts. What questions do people ask you? What can you do? And for you, it may not even be how to. Maybe it can be showing them the process of what you're doing. Hey, Desi. Okay. So we got that straight, right? So number one, you want to talk about a theme. Remember, all of this can evolve. So you just want to start. Pick one theme. The second thing is you're going to decide on some topics. Remember, you're going to search for it. Look at Google, look at YouTube, see what people are searching for. The secret tool here is TubeBuddy, sociallynina.com/TubeBuddy. Somebody just put it in the comments. Thank you very much. When you go in there, and I have a video on my YouTube that shows you how to use TubeBuddy, you can use it for free, and you look for topics and find out what people are searching for, because hashtag, I want everybody to put this in there, hashtag everything is searchable. Hashtag everything is searchable. Everything on the internet is searchable. So when you're first starting out as a YouTuber, you want to put on YouTube exactly what people are searching for. So if you find out that people are always searching for how to marinate chicken wings, right? Through your research, TubeBuddy and all that kind of stuff, your first video is going to be how to marinate chicken wings. Now, maybe you want to teach them cooking in general, right? Or food prep in general, but start with what people are searching for, because no one knows who you are when you're first starting. No one knows that your channel is there. So you want to bring them in and pull them into you. In the middle of the night, when someone's thinking about what they're cooking the next day, and they're like, I wonder if I could marinate that. Let me search. What do you do? What do you do when you don't know how to do something nowadays? You pick up your phone and you Google it. Since YouTube is connected to Google, a lot of times the videos are going to be at the top. So you want to be the first answer to people's question. And when I tell you that's how I build my business and how I've built it, how I will continue to build it, I am the answer that people are looking at when they are frustrated or have a problem. So I want you to be the answer. So for those of you who haven't put a question in yet, my question to you is, what can you teach someone? What answer can you be? What solution can you be? Just one minute thing that you can be the answer to. Put that in there now. Go ahead and put that in the questions, okay? Okay. So we're talking about our topics, right? And then you're like, okay, good. I have my topics together. I kind of know my theme, all of that kind of stuff. Now what? I still don't think you should get on YouTube yet. What I think you should do is record your videos. Now, this is the scary part, and let's go ahead and handle this. And throughout this week, we will be here 8:30 every day, so I can give you some tips and tricks. One day we will focus totally on getting over your fears. But for now, I want to let you guys know that you cannot let the fear of not looking the way you want, or not being as small as you want, or your hair not being right impact something that you really, really want to do. And I know it's easier said than done, but believe me, when you join my little group of people, we get over that really, really quick, because we know that we have a passion that pushes us back past fear. Okay? So I want you to start recording. One thing that I teach people is to batch record. And what that means is record a lot of stuff at one time, so you don't have to worry about it at the last minute. So you don't run out of things that you have, right? And so one of the things that I do is I'll record the beginning of my videos for topics I believe I may do. I have tons of topics for last year that I've never even done, but I have intro videos for. And that brings me to my script. I actually teach you guys how to do scripts in the YouTube Side Hustle workshop. But what I do is I record the intros to the videos that I think I might do. When I go around town, I'm taking pictures and videos from my personal channel that I just started, because one day I might talk about my favorite coffee shop. You know what I can do? Pull that video in there. So instead of you worried about it at that time, what I suggest you do is you sit down and from those topics, just start recording. If you don't have a script, if you don't know what to say, it doesn't matter. Just start recording, because a lot of times people have these ideas that are amazing, but they do not start, okay? And Desi, it looks like one of your messages were rejected. I'm just looking here. So I don't know what that is. I'm just trying to see if you guys' comments are coming in. They are. Okay, good. Just kind of looking at that over there. So the next thing is to start recording. Like I said, my new channel that I have for personal vlogging and things like that. Today, I went and got a haircut, and I'm like, ooh, I want to record the video. I want to edit it. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to have time to do all that. I took out my phone, sat in my car, recorded the video, and uploaded it. One thing you'll find out about YouTubers is most of our first videos aren't really our favorite. They're not probably the best production, but the thing is, get people to your channel, give them value, and make a following. Not all of the videos and success of being a YouTuber is about having the best camera. It's about, did it actually answer my question that I was searching for? Did it solve a problem for me? The problem could be I learned how to paint from YouTube. I'm talking about blending, painting, layers, waxing. It took me a couple weeks of watching YouTube videos. For me, I am totally grateful for that. And the thing is, when you're on YouTube, you want to either entertain someone, answer a question, teach them something. There's a couple of entertainment is a lot, right? But my point is, go ahead and just start. Record a couple of things, whether you're going to use it or not. Now, I do give you a couple of tips and tricks. If you're not following me on Instagram, Socially Nina, I've been uploading different tips and tricks on how to record, how to kind of get over yourself when you're recording and things like that. But my point is, go ahead and start. You can always edit it later, but you want to start it. Okay, now let's talk about once you get everything done and you're starting your YouTube channel. There's a lot of techie stuff, right? You can set it up and all of that, but really you need a Google account and you set it up for free. This is the thing I want you to do. Concentrate on bringing people to your channel. So what that means is, don't worry about monetizing it. Don't worry about all of those creating really long videos. What you want to do is just get people to your channel. That's number one, right? Get them to your video. 2, you want to keep them on your video. So what that means is be entertaining. Don't make it longer than it needs to be. And again, we'll go through these tips over the next week. I'm just giving you an overview today, and thank you for that. So in other words, a lot of my first videos were like 2 and 3 minutes. They answered a question and people were like, oh my God, you just saved me 3 hours. I've been searching for this. I love you. I'm telling you, when you look through your comments and you get those, you're like, thank you. So just answer short questions. Like I said, Kevin was talking about cooking, right? Meal prep. I didn't tell him to start with a roast. I told him to start with how to chop up the vegetables for it, right? Start something small, answer a specific question. Okay? So when you're starting, we're just talking about starting, not growing or anything else. You want to start. You just want to get it up there, answer a question. Now, here's the tip. Remember, I told everybody, go ahead and I want everybody, hashtag everything is searchable, because no matter what I say about your YouTube channel, if you ignore that point, you are not going to grow. Hashtag everything is searchable. So what does that mean? Okay. You create your video and you're saving it. Don't save it as vid 03/19/2018 and upload it, right? Everything is searchable. So what you said in that video is searchable. Okay? If you name that video, you're going to name it with some of those key terms. Remember we talked about TubeBuddy? If you're just joining, we talked about TubeBuddy a little while ago. When you're searching for kind of those tips and tricks and things that you're going to do, and you look for TubeBuddy and you find out what people are searching for, then what you're going to do is make sure you use those same key terms. Name your video that, okay? Name your video. And what people ignore, and you will not do it after this, is once you start doing that, you're also going to put that in the title and the description and the tags and your thumbnails. All of those things are ways to start and be found, because what? Hashtag everything is searchable. Okay? So what I want you guys to do today, I'm hoping all of you guys will be back tomorrow, right? What time is it? 9 o'clock. So tomorrow at 8:30, we're going to go through some more, and I'm actually going to give you my list, because I wrote a list of some things that we're going to go through this week. But now's the time to go ahead and start asking your questions. I'm going to give you homework. I like giving homework, y'all. So we're going to talk about things like your audience analytics, your topics, your fears, getting subscribers, what to do before, during, and after, editing your videos. Go ahead and ask your questions, but this is what I want you guys to do. I want everybody to brainstorm. What is your channel going to be about? And do not stop yourself. Come up with 3 ideas, okay? I want to urge you guys, don't forget, it does not have to be about your business. It can be, and it can feed your business, but it doesn't have to be. So for instance, for me, I do digital marketing for different companies. I also teach people how to do digital digital marketing. And so my channel is about social media, right? But I have another channel that I started about my lifestyle because I travel a lot. I have these Uber stories, hair stories, travel stories. That's something that is near and dear to me. But let me tell you, as I build that channel, I can make money on those items also. You could make money on YouTube even without a business. But if you have a business, I want you to brainstorm 3 different ideas or themes for your channel. Keep in mind, as you go through, it can change, but we have to start. Okay? 3 ideas. Then I want you to come up with 3 topics, 3 questions that you may answer. If you're the type that wants to entertain, come up with 3 entertaining things, 3 jokes, 3 story times, whatever it is, right? 3 challenges, whatever it is. I'd rather you start with questions because that's how you're going to get people. And there's a couple other tips and tricks. Okay, so those 2 things. Come up with your topic for your theme of your channel and come up with 3 topics. Because remember, after that, you're going to do some research and then you're going to start. You have to just start. While you're doing that, let me tell you guys, on March 23rd and April 6th, I have my YouTube side hustle coming up. Desi's in here. Let me see, is Zenobia in here? Is anybody else in here? I could barely see over there. But YouTube side hustle is a workshop. We stay together for 4 hours on a Saturday, right? And what we do is I teach you how to start a YouTube channel. We focus on, the whole goal is at the end to not only create a YouTube channel, but to create passive income from your YouTube channel. With that, the 2 days, you also get a YouTube masterclass because I know that people are overwhelmed by techie stuff. So you'll be able to learn how to set it up, how to do your thumbnails, how to come up with tags. Topic mapping is like my biggest thing that people love. Scripting, how do you script your YouTube channels? What kind of equipment do you use, whether you're on a budget or when you have a lot of money, right? We're going through all of that. We actually do exercises in the course, kind of like this, but we're sitting down and I give you some time. You come back and I kind of check your work, right? So we all talk about it as a group. You have exercises, you have an action guide, right? All of that. Right now, if you join, you get lifetime access. So that means every time, this is the 2nd time I'm doing this, every time I do this, you will be able to join again. So that means if, say, one of the days you have to leave early because you have a kid, that means next time I do this, you just join that. Or like a lot of my students that went through it last time are going through it again because they want to look at parts that they didn't get to address. Some of my students for the last 3 months, they've been recording videos and they're ready to upload it now. So there's different techniques depending on where you're at, whether you're starting or just upgrading your channel. I am urging you to sign up for my YouTube side hustle because I will not keep it at the price it is right now. Next time I do it, I'm actually going to be adding guests to teach you specific things. And I want to make sure that we're not undervaluing the course. So right now you get the masterclass, you get your action guide, you get your 2 days of live workshop. That's YouTubeSideHustle.com. We are meeting live. You get a private group. I'm also sending out gift baskets. Like, this is just like the launch of all launches. So I will be here every day this week. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and check the questions. Give me one thing. Okay, so Natalie. So are you in my Pink Boss Club, Natalie? I have a channel of 250 subbies. I think they love my chats and cleaning videos. Okay, so Natalie, I'm going to tell you something. If you think they love it, ask them. So one thing, people will do what you tell them to do. People will answer questions for you too. Ask them in. But the other thing is analytics. We go over analytics and how you can tell which videos they actually like, because it's not necessarily just finding likes or just getting people to view. It's how long they view, what they do after, all of their actions and things like that. Okay. So when you do that, there's a lot of analytics that you want to see. I'm not going to be checking anybody's channel today. I did offer that to people in my Pink Boss Club, which is a free group on Facebook. But I'm going to be doing that in a separate area. So let me scroll up because I think they're here now. The questions are here. Let me see. Nope, maybe not. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at 2. Okay. I want to discuss entertainment and news. So J-Spot, excuse me for covering this, you guys. J-Spot, let me tell you about entertainment and news. We'll talk about this more on the analytics day, but One thing you'll see about my videos is I might start and maybe there's like a few hundred views, and then a little bit later it's 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, and it goes like this, right? I love that because videos I created like years ago, I'm still getting new views, and then people find my group, they find me, they work with me. I'm still amazed at the magic that happens when people find me on the internet, right? When you do news, you have to be consistent, you have to be on the top hot topics, and you have to keep on going like over and over again. So not to discourage you, but I want you to find a way to do this. So hot topics, what's going to happen, and remember I told you my views go like this. Hot topics, they start here. So you may get 5,000. And then what happens is over time, it's not a hot topic, so it goes down like this. So what I would love for you to do is combine your news, like the new news that's coming out, with some type of evergreen content. Does anybody know what evergreen content is? Just write a simple thing explaining what evergreen content is. And I want to see what the delay is here. Let me see. So it's quite a bit of a delay. Evergreen content, okay? And I'm going to tell you a story about evergreen content while you guys are explaining what it is. I'm going to give you an example analogy. Does anybody like gumbo? I love gumbo. So gumbo. Your mom has a gumbo, or your great-great-grandmother has a gumbo recipe, right? She passes it down to your grandmother passes it down to your mom passes it down to you. Each time they might tweak it, like, oh, I'm not going to use okra. Oh, I use oysters. Oh, I use oyster juice. Oh, I add snow crab or blue crab, right? But it's still a gumbo recipe that gets passed down from time to time and from generation to generation. So if I look for gumbo, it's always going to be a gumbo recipe. It's always going to have the roux. It's always going to have certain things in it, right? Now, that is an evergreen thing. It's an evergreen recipe, because if I search for it now, if my kids search for it later, it's still going to be gumbo. Now, if I'm searching for, I don't know, Starbucks's new unicorn drink, that's not really something that's evergreen. That's news, right? So you might get a spike because you did a video about that because everybody's talking about it. But the gumbo is something everyone's going to search for throughout the years. So for you, when you're doing news, I would suggest when you're starting out to have some of those new topics, like those spikes, right? And then have some evergreen content so your views can keep going. YouTube cares about nothing more than views, view time and views. So you want to keep them going. The reason why I say that is if you're just worried about what's new and what's happening, you always have to be the first one to release it, or you have a lot of competition. And then also when you're not creating videos, because there's a time in your life where you may want to take a break, or you're on vacation or whatever, then you're kind of losing that momentum. So couple your kind of spikes in what everyone's looking for with that evergreen content. Hopefully that helps. Anybody else? I'm going to kind of look down, you guys. Thank you for bearing with me in this iPhone setup. Or no, it's what is this? A Samsung. I got my Samsung 10. Okay. Timeless content that stays. So Kiana describes evergreen content. I like that as timeless content that stays. Desi says information that does not expire. Information that you can go back to over and over again. See? They know. It's gumbo. Evergreen content is gumbo. You could always go back to gumbo, right? All right, y'all. YouTubesidehustle.com. I would love for you to join us. I will also see you tomorrow. We will do this every day at 8:30 for the next 7 days. Hopefully I will not have to hold my phone through the rest of them, but I wanted to try YouTube Live because Facebook was just not behaving correctly. All right, y'all. Love y'all, and thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure and let me know about your business. If you have not told me what your business is, leave it in the